Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Chris, and on today's video we are going to be looking at the brand new laptop bag from Gomatic. So full disclaimer, Gomatic have sent me out this bag in exchange for a video review. They won't see this video before it goes online, and so I'm free to make any comments that I want. And I'm going to give you my 100% honest review of it and what I have been thinking about it for the last 2 weeks that I've had it. A massive shout out to Gomatic for sending me it out. Really appreciate it, and thank you for supporting a small channel. If you are interested in any Gomatic gear, I have a link below which is an affiliate link, and it'll get you 10% off any full price Gomatic gear. So yeah, let's jump straight into the video. So this is the brand new laptop bag from Gomatic. So you'll see here we have 2 pockets on the front. We have a little smaller pocket here, which is kind of fleece lined. Then if we turn it to the back, got my little spec sheet here just so I can read it out for you after. We have another little magnetic pocket. We have a pass-through on the back here for roller luggage, and we have a removable strap as well, so if you want to carry it in like a briefcase mode. We also have our zippers. The zippers are YKK zippers, and they are lockable as well if you wanted to do it. So in here we have a little pass-through that we could pop a little lock on, and yeah, just really good quality zippers on there. One unique thing about this Gomatic bag is that it is an 11 litre bag, but it can actually extend out to 13.5 litres. So that is it at 13, or sorry, that is at 11, and then we can actually pull this out. You can kind of see the little expansion there to 13 litres. So pretty impressive for a laptop bag to be able to do that. One of the other standout features is that we actually have a dedicated water bottle holder. So a water bottle holder on a laptop bag is something that I haven't really seen before. I think with laptop bags you want to make them kind of as thin as possible, but this gives you the options of having a water bottle, but also you can expand it out to 13.5 litres. I'm going to read the little spreadsheet here for you that comes with it. So you'll get this in the attached to it. So for our specs, we have weight, it's going to be 2 pounds or 0.91 kilograms. Your laptop compartment will fit up to a 16-inch laptop. It will also fit in a tablet as well, and I have managed to fit in my 16-inch MacBook Pro and my 13-inch M4 iPad Pro. So here are some of the features. We have our expansion, which I've mentioned, so it goes from 11 litres to 13.5 litres. We have our water bottle pocket. We have our dedicated tech storage compartment, and there is so many little compartments for tech, gadgets, everything. I really love it. I'll show you the inside of it once I finish here. We have kind of like a mesh organization pockets for large and small tech items, like the hard drives, cables. So we have our laptop and tablet compartment, which will fit up to a 16-inch laptop / tablet. We have our luggage pass-through. We have an RFID shielded pocket, and we have our hidden magnetic passport pocket. So they're calling it a hidden magnetic passport pocket. So we'll take a little look at everything. I am going to show it empty first, and then I'll start packing everything in and give you a few kind of ideas of what you'll fit in there and what you potentially could maybe fit in there. So yeah, we'll get started. And now we've already looked at the outside of the bag, so let's look inside the pockets. So up first here, I have my top-down camera as well, so I'll try and show the both of them. So we'll start at the front here. Sorry. So up front, let's start with the water bottle holder, because I know this could be a big thing for people. So let's unzip this here. The beauty of this is that it has a little expanding section for the water bottle, so you are going to be able to fit a pretty big water bottle in there. I do have a 1 litre water bottle here that we're going to try. So I'm going to pop this in here, and yeah, that fits in, no problem. That's kind of what it looks like head on. So the beauty of that is that we can walk around with our bottle there. I do also have a smaller one, so that's just to show you that a litre bottle will actually fit in there. So yeah, you have your water bottle holder there. I'm going to pop that out a second, and I'm going to pop in a smaller one. So this is a 680 milliliter Lark bottle, so that's a little bit of a smaller water bottle. So just to give you an idea of the water bottle compartment and what it can hold. It'll always stay open, obviously, like that, unless you maybe have a smaller water bottle, like one of the small little plastic bottles that you might want to use. But I know a lot of people like their reusable water bottles, so really cool that they've actually thought about this in a laptop bag, something that I haven't seen before myself, so really cool. But that'll pop in there. I'm really bad at drinking water, so I would potentially maybe use that to hold my mouse if I was ever taking a mouse with me to use on my laptop. That's what I was thinking with it, because it is a little bit more kind of expanding. There's no kind of meshy net in there, but just on the side part here, if you see that, so that's quite stretchy, so you can fit quite a big water bottle in there. So that bottle that I had was a 1 litre bottle in there. If we zip this up here now, we're going to move around to this little part. So this is kind of what they're calling the techie kind of compartment. So if we zip here, I was just zipped it close. If we zip around this way, so also on the front we have the beautiful Gomatic branding on there. One thing I do want to mention is that if you are in the States, in America, this will be Nomatic. So in the EU and the UK, I believe only, maybe other places, it's known as Gomatic. I think there's a copyright thing, but if you're in the States, it'll be Nomatic. So if you see the Nomatic website, this is the exact same laptop bag. So just wanted to mention that briefly. So in here, this is probably going to be harder to show on straight ahead camera. So let's pop to the top down one. Because it doesn't open fully, it is going to be harder to show, but I'll try and do my best here. So we have those little mesh pockets that they were talking about. So these will be great for the likes of maybe headphones, hard drives, anything really that you want to store in there that'll keep it kind of secure. My thinking is for maybe AirPods, some hard drives, stuff like that there. We also have this little kind of pen sleeve, so you can pop in pens. But we also have our RFID safe little compartment. So this would be great maybe for your wallet. So if I pop that open, try and get some light on it there. So we have a good little kind of thing in there. I'd probably pop my wallet in there maybe. So that's your front sort of compartment. So 2 good pockets there in the front. As I say, very unique water bottle one. And then our little tech part. So up here, we have a little fur-lined kind of pocket. This will be great for your phone. Anything maybe you don't want to scratch, if there is the potential of that happening, if it's rubbing up against stuff. So we have this kind of little fur-lined kind of pocket. I would probably pop my iPhone in there. I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max, so that will fit in no problem at all. And there's actually still room there, but yeah, that'll be great for your iPhone or Android, whatever you have in there. So perfect, we have that in there. And then this is what they are saying is the magnetic passport holder. So if you can hear that, that's the magnet kind of closing together. I'll show you how far this goes down with my hand again. So yeah, so there's my, goes down to around here. So they're saying you pop your passport in there. What I would maybe pop in there would be an AirTag. With the AirTag, you can kind of keep track of it. It is, because you need to know that it's there to know that it's there. I know that sounds really stupid, but if you just, I know if you're somebody was to take your bag, you're not going to know that's there without actually reading any descriptions of the bag. So it's a good little hidden place that you could pop maybe an air tag into. So yeah, that's the outside and everything. I really like the design of it. I like how you can take off the strap here for turning into briefcase mode. My only criticism of this bag is the strap itself. It's something I wish had like another little bit of padding that went over it, so like a little bit of a mesh maybe, kind of handle on it, so it would sit in your shoulder. It is still pretty comfortable when you have it on. The thing about laptop bags, well, for me anyway, in my experience, I don't really carry them for too long. I'm either going between my car and a coffee shop. I'm not doing big city commutes, so there is two kind of parts to the strap that will rest on your shoulder, and they are comfortable, but I just wish there was maybe a more like a thicker, softer padded handle on there. But it's nice that we have the options to remove if you wanted to just carry it like a briefcase. So yeah, that's the outside, and let's jump into the inside. Also spoke about the beauty of being able to expand this bad boy. So yeah, we can expand this way out from 11 to 13.5. If you don't want it expanded, you just zip it round, and that is it back at 11. And then if we open it again, there you go, that kind of expands out. Just going to close up the laptop compartment here. So yeah, that expands out, so you can have a little bit more room on the inside. So that's great, and it's really cool to see on a laptop bag. Quite unique, I think. Let's have a little look at the inside now. The beauty of this laptop bag is that I know with a lot of laptop bags, when you open it, it kind of just opens like that, and that's it. This one, however, pop this open, will open flat, and depending on if you have it expanded or not, there's absolutely loads of room in here, which is fantastic. So let's start on this side. We'll go to my top down camera again. So on the right hand side here, we have two mesh pockets, and we have zips on these ones. So if you wanted stuff again that you didn't want to rattle around, or you wanted to keep it secure, you would pop that in here and zip it up, which is cool. We have another pen holder. So if you wanted to pop a pencil, a pen, a stylus, an Apple Pencil, we could pop that in here. There is no pass through at the bottom, so it will stop at the bottom there. So I guess if a pen was to bust, it wouldn't go everywhere because it'll be held within the bottom of that. On the side here then, we have a bigger mesh pocket. Could be good for notebooks. Again, we have more little mesh pockets, so good for battery banks, anything like that there. I don't believe there is a pass-through on this anywhere, so good for storing your battery bank, but you can't obviously plug in. I don't believe there is one. Might be and I missed it, but I don't think so. So yeah, you could store a battery bank in here. I guess at the top, if you were to have a battery bank, you could maybe have it in there with your phone too. But yeah, this is the interior. Great space in there, especially when you expand it out. One thing I was when I was looking at it earlier, I was thinking, even with your stuff in there, if you were maybe commuting to work in a city, and I know sometimes you can get quite sweaty when you're coming into work, you could maybe pop a t-shirt in here as well with that expansion, just like a change of t-shirt. Not sure if a shirt would go in, but it would be very wrinkly after, I think. But if you did want to put a t-shirt in there, just for something to change it into, if you were very sweaty after your commute to work, you could definitely fit one in. So that is our inside. The great thing about the inside is just there's so much organization, and if you didn't want to have things loose or rattling around, you've got these mesh pockets there to be able to kind of hold everything in securely. So that's great. Then we're on to the main part and why you would buy this bag really, for your laptop or tablet. So in here we have our laptop and tablet section. So this part at the back here is nice and padded, so you have good padding there, and it actually goes down to the very bottom, the padding in there, so I wouldn't worry about my laptop getting damaged in there. Really nice padding. And then we have a sort of another compartment here for an iPad or a tablet. I have had my 16-inch MacBook Pro and my 13-inch iPad Pro in here. I've had my iPad Pro with the smart keyboard attached as well, so they'll both fit in there, no problem. And yeah, it's just, I just can't believe the amount of storage and everything in it. And I love the fact that it opens down flat. That's fantastic, and that it expands. We do have the option for a water bottle if need be. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pack some things into it and show you what I can fit into it. I'm probably going to try and cram it as full as I can. It's probably not going to be a realistic use, but I just kind of want to show you what you could fit in there if you were using it. All right, so I've literally got so much stuff here to try and fit in. So yeah, let's give it a go. My phone is already in the little front compartment, so I'm going to pop that in there and zip it up. On this side, let's pop in, let's go for the 1 litre. Let's fit as much as we can in here. So we've got our 1 litre bottle in there. I probably wouldn't take that with me, but hey, we can fit it in, and it's good to show that. On this side then, so if I pop this round, let's pop my wallet. So I'm going to chuck the wallet into the RFID safe part, so nobody can scan anything, keep stuff safe. I'm just going to pop this round towards me, so maybe this will be a bit easier to see, and the top down. So in the 4 little mesh pockets, let's pop in some hard drives. Perfect. And maybe my brick for my laptop. That will go in there. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, we have our, I know this is a little bit harder to show just because this pocket doesn't fully open. It kind of just opens this way and this way. But yeah, I've got my 4 hard drives in, got my battery brick for my laptop, got my wallet. I'll pop that in here and zip this up. We'll zip on the side. I also like the subtle kind of Gomatic branding here. Brilliant. So I have my phone in there. I'm not going to pop anything in here and this little back part here where the magnetic thing is, but what I would maybe pop in there would be like an AirTag. So you could pop something in there if need be. Let's go. I'll do my laptop last because it's sitting at the bottom here. Might have to take this out just so that I can open this out properly. So in the middle, I have it expanded already, so we're going for that. What I'll do actually is I'm going to pop the mouse into the front now that this is out, but that could go in there. Yeah, that's perfect actually. So that will zip up there. So let's zip up the front compartment, which folds out. Again, this is lockable, so we do have the little pass-through for a lock if you wanted to. So let's open this out flat. Perfect. So we have it expanded here already. What I'm thinking, maybe on this side, let's chuck in my AirPods so they don't move around the place. Maybe a battery bank in the other one. Zip those up. So So obviously this is very little, but you'd fit so much more in there, but I just kind of wanted to show it off. I have a little power brick, so we pop that in there and that in there. We have more cables, so cable for my laptop. Don't come for me how messy that is. I'm gonna pop it in here as well, so just beside that. We have a little microfiber cloth. You can go in here as well. We have some lens wipes, so for my laptop screen, pop it in here. In this bigger section, I'm going to throw in my little notebook. Perfect. So we've got that in there. I have more cables that you could definitely add into either side here. You can pop that in there. We have more cables. I mean, like, the storage is pretty impressive for everything that you can fit in here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For this one, let's just wrap it up and we'll leave it sitting here, just because we have 13. Yeah, like, that's fitting right in there, so you can kind of see that that's down in there. Let's say, for example, you maybe have a keyboard that you want to take. So we have this little keyboard that I have. It is the Logitech MX Mechanical. That will fit in there, no problem. So you can maybe rearrange this around so that this will sit nicer. But yeah, this is going to be the test now to see if we can close it all. Amazing. Let's close this up. It's not feeling too heavy. I have my mouse in here, obviously. I could probably have the mouse in the middle part as well. Let's open up the back part. We're gonna pop in my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Perfect. And that's everything. Like, you can see that is, it's thick. It's a thick boy, but yeah, it's not that weighty either. Like, it's quite impressive. And then just pop it on. Yeah, it feels good on the shoulder. I know I said before about maybe wanting a extra pad here, but this is still fine. But it would be nice, obviously, to have that thicker part. But yeah, that's 100%. Like, there's so much stuff in there. Like, I'm very, very impressed. And the fact that it has that water bottle holder there, if you did want to go down that route, is just amazing. Like, I'm obviously putting my mouse in there because I need to drink more water. But the fact that you have that option to do, it's incredible. And like, it's such a great bag. This bag, I believe, is priced at £170. If you are interested in it, don't forget to click the link below and you'll get 10% off using my affiliate link. And yeah, I'm really, really impressed with this bag, and it's going to be my laptop bag that I'm going to use for the next while and going forward. And yeah, I'm just really, really impressed by it. I want to say a massive thank you to Gomatic for sending it out. I really appreciate it, and thank you for supporting my small channel. If anybody has any questions, pop them down below and I'll try and answer. I was going to try and pop my iPad in with the laptop just to show you that it does fit, but I'm currently using it as a monitor. But I can assure you that it fits no problem into this section. So yeah, a really, really, really cool laptop bag with amazing storage. Obviously the way I've packed it there is overkill, but yeah, I think this is going to be my new favorite laptop bag. So yeah, if you have any questions, as I've said, ask them down below and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you so much for watching the video, and feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.